How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to reprogram your mind like all of the greats to be successful. Stay tuned. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome. This is Mastering Your Kingdom. My name is Marcus Lee, and I am here to teach individuals how to be their highest version of themselves. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to reprogram your brain on how to be successful, similar to all of the great multimillionaires, motivational speakers, and people of heavy influence. As a certified life coach, I've helped several people get to the highest level of themselves. There are 5 specific tactics that you can follow in order to reprogram your brain in order to being the best version of yourself. Let's go ahead and get started. Tip number 1, be and speak positive. Research shows that we have about 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts that go through our brain just throughout the day. 60 to 80,000 thoughts. And surprisingly enough, the average person thinks more on the negative side than the positive side. So, in order to be successful and reprogram your brain, what I would like for you to do is for you to think more positively than negatively. Let me give you an example of what I mean by negative thinking. Say you want to be more fit. Well, what's stopping most people from being more fit is because of the fact that they're thinking of only the negative things, of how tired they'll be, of how much they'll sweat, or how hard this is going to be, as opposed to thinking of how much this is going to help you, how much this will better your life. These are all examples of negative thoughts as opposed to positive thoughts. And to believe it or not, it really takes a certain practice to train your brain to only think on the positive side. Not saying that there's a room for negative thinking, but to be successful and to train your brain, you must think more positive. Tip number 2, meditate. Guys, meditation is something that I believe is so impactful, and I do it every single day. You can meditate in the morning, you can meditate at night, you can meditate throughout the day, whenever, as long as you're meditating. You see, what meditation does is it takes the busy world and it stops all of the things that are happening outside, and it gives you an opportunity of going inside and getting really still and quiet and really focusing on your highest version of yourself. Surprisingly enough, by doing this, you will be amazed at the level of focus, motivation, and mind reprogramming this allows you to do. If you've never meditated before, I recommend this. Try doing at least 10 minutes of just sitting still in a quiet room. Try your best not to think of anything but your breathing. Breathe in and breathe out for 10 minutes, and I guarantee by the end of the meditation, you will start the reprogramming process. And that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, have a positive saying or a mantra. Guys, this is so important. We hear people like David Goggins, The Rock, Steve Jobs, and anybody that you can possibly think, they all have this mantra. What a mantra is an inner talk. It's an inner saying that directly dives deep into the subconscious that retrains your mind to believe whatever it is that you're saying. Research shows that by saying a personal positive mantra, that your subconscious mind starts to tune in, and you will actually start to believe the things that you say. So it's okay if you actually don't believe it, just start saying it. What I recommend, and a practice that I tell most of my clients, think of a personal mantra, something that you know or just believe or want to happen in your life, and say it every single day. It could be, I'm going to make $1 million. It can be, I want to be a better father or a mother. It can be anything that you can think of. And say it to yourself every single day, throughout the entire day, and watch what happens to your life. That's how you reprogram your mind, and that's step number 3. Tip number 4, read books. If you want to retrain your brain, you must, I repeat, you must read books. Books are like a cord that goes directly into the mind, and it gives the exact information that you're looking for. And the good news is there are thousands upon millions of books that you can read on whatever it is that you want to be successful in. I always give this example because I love the movie. In the movie The Matrix, there's a scene where Neo sits down and a plug is programmed into his head. What he's doing is getting downloaded all of the different fighting techniques. And once he's unplugged, he goes into the scene with Morpheus. And Morpheus says, "Neo, tell me what you've learned." And Neo says, "I know Kung Fu." As funny as this may sound, I promise you, reading books does the exact same thing, guys. Whatever book it is that you want to read, it's like plugging it directly into the subconscious mind and making you that much more successful in whatever it is that you want to be in. If you want to be successful in reprogramming your mind, tip number 4, read more books. Tip number 5. Guys, in tip number 5, this is something that most people truly don't associate it when it comes to reprogramming your mind to be successful. But the truth is tip number 5 is just simply exercise and fitness. Research shows that exercise and fitness improves blood flow, stimulates chemical changes in the brain, and enhances things like mood, learning, and thinking. Most people associate exercise with only dieting or the latest fad, but the truth is, exercise is the physiological way of reprogramming your brain. It truly changes the chemical reactions that's happening in your brain. Now, you can't tell me that's not a definition of reprogramming your brain. All right, guys, that's all of the tips that I have for today on how to be more successful in reprogramming your brain. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And guys, if this video made an impact in your life, leave a comment. Let us know. My name is Marcus Lee, and this is Mastering Your Kingdom. Take care.